Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Auntie Lennox. Thanks for tuning in to the episode of Ray Ray's Review, where I'm going to be talking about Married to Medicine, Season 11, Episode 2. Sorry my voice is cracking. It's just one of them days, child. I did drink some water, but sometimes it just happens that way. Anywho, if it's a bother, I'm sorry. But listen up here. I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Also, please like the video. That also adds me more to folks and different folks' streams and their front lines and pages. And also share it if you like. If you click that share button, it'll take you to whatever is either on your device, whether it's your phone or your laptop or your computer, your tablet, whatever, and it'll pick up any applicable app. Oh, that's a tongue twister. That is capable of sharing videos. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And leave a comment if you like. Let me know if I may have missed something or you didn't agree or if you just want to chit chat, whatever the case may be, because I'm getting more and more comments. That's great. And again, we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. I do appreciate you very much. Now, Married to Medicine is my favorite show on this World Wide Web television, okay? And these ladies are really doing a doggone thing. I like every last one of them. It's always, a scale of who ranks on the scale, and everybody listen, ain't nobody above reproach around these parts. We all around the same age, you know what I'm saying? Some older, some mine, some younger. And I think that's why I like them, because we are, we have a lot in common. You know what I'm saying? These are the aunties and unks that we really, really, adore, respect for the most part, and really show the younger crowd, they set examples, even though they act a fool, child. I mean, can't get right with everybody. Some folks need some straightening. Some folks need some straightening, but it's all good. Everybody need a little help every now and again, but I really, really do love the ladies and their guys. Child, we gonna meet Quad's new man tonight. Ooh, Mr. Kane. His last name is Kane, but she called him Kane. I know that's right. Kane. That's my Kane. I know that's right. You gotta love your man, girls. If for those who do, you gotta love your man. And man, you gotta love your woman. For those who who go that way, you gotta love your woman. If that's who you chose, that's who you chose. Straighten some things out, but love them anyhow. Love them through it, and if you're done with them, let them know. Don't be stringing them along, thinking you can get some out of it, or whatever the case may be. Just let them. Hey, whatever she don't want, don't do it. And ladies, whatever he don't want, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Just, just a helpful hint. All right, now we just gonna dive right into this mess. Dr. Simone, she got the BGs. That's bubble goods for those of you who ain't from the street. No, but she got the BGs, and what's his name? Cecil thinks that maybe from him putting too much more of the spiking of the Grand Marnier for the margarita machine. First of all, who puts Grand Marnier in margaritas? Ain't that tequila? You can't mix tequila and Grand Marnier. Tequila is white and Grand Marnier is brown. It's so brown, it's dark brown. It's almost red. Now, Nah, that's not a good mixture. Just add more white. Just add more tequila. I would have even taken a reposado. I would have even taken a little colorful tequila, but you can't add Grand Marnier. Ain't that gay? Let me look that up real quick. I don't even look it up already. Let me see. Grand Marnier. GranMarnier. Grand Marnier is orange liqueur. Orange flavored liqueur made from cognac brandy. I would probably have the BGs too. Child. Anyway, so then, Dr. Simone said, and who in the hell invited Quad? And he said, well, after that 25K I messed up, I thought maybe I can, lift your spirits by adding a friend. Nah, he didn't say nothing about no 25K. I'm just playing. We ain't gonna never let him live that damn child, that damn 25K. What was that kids for us? I said, Simone, girl, you must really love your man. I couldn't do it. You ain't mess. You could You better bring in 25K every month for 25 months. Anyway. Yeah, so he thought it was a good idea to invite Quad and everything. Now he saw her, he met up with her separately, of course, out in the open, in the daylight, because we saw the clip from episode 1. And yeah, so he invited her, and she was like, well, hey, I was invited, so I don't know what the hoopla poopla is. And she admits that she does owe Quad an apology, but Quad needs to come to her. Excuse you, Dr. Simone. If you're listening, watching and listening, girl, if anybody know her, Dr. Simone, like I said in the beginning, I have an affection for all y'all on this show. Every last one of y'all. Some less than others, but you going lower and lower on a totem pole with all this big-headedness and thinking that someone needs to come to you when you the one who need to apologize. Child, I can't wait for you and Quad to have that conversation on camera. And it better be good and truthful and not just trying to read her, trying to make her feel bad just because you owe her an apology. Is this some tit for tat stuff? Is that what this is? Because, girl, just worry about what you're supposed to be doing. And maybe that's what Cecil should have said. Worry about what you're supposed to be doing, not so much what she should be doing. So you say. Anyway, next we see Dr. G and Sweet Tea having dinner out there in them Atlanta streets. She looking all pretty. He looking all dapper. And they see some baby next to him. And they, look at the baby. They got baby fever, child. I mean, why aren't y'all at home? Why don't you order in? I mean, just do it all day, every day. Heck, just be doing so much. You sick and tired of each other. I mean, didn't you just get married last year, child? I'm just saying, y'all were 2 years in to the marriage. What, 4 years together, child? Listen. I know it's difficult, but with all of what she going through, all of her insides, you may just, want to see about, a surrogate or adopting. Because when I heard you say initially how drinking is an issue with you trying to get pregnant, and not too long ago, now I follow you now, Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea, if you're listening, watching and listening, I follow you on the IG. And I saw you drinking not too long ago. So what's going on, sis? Are you taking a break? What you doing something else? I don't know. Fill us in, but I did see you drinking, and it didn't look like water. But anyway, so they end up talking about what happened at the Whitnick with Dr. Heavenly, and they're both, of course, on the same page. I think a lot of us are with Dr. Heavenly. She needs to tone down her aggressive stance and she is so bullheaded, and her man just, again, it's one thing to correct your mate in the public, but it's time for Dr. Damon to really say something to that woman, because that whole situation, what Dr. Heavenly said about Dr. Greg online was totally out of line and pretty much, slanderous. Luckily, she know he's not gonna hit her with some paperwork, because no matter what is going on, nothing Sweet Tea has said or wrote has been slanderous or libel. Not from what I've seen and heard. Now, I ain't seen and heard everything. I think I have. But if I haven't, point it out to me. But, Dr. Heavenly need to slow down on all that. But yeah, so they're pretty much on the same page, and we know that they are. Next, we see Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon. Okay, talking about the Whitnick, and soon they start talking about Sweet Tea, talking about she's such a hot mess, and he's so sensitive, and Dr. Damon and both Dr. G, pretty much are doing a back and forth again, like how they do. They bring up one couple, they bring up the next couple, pretty much it's the same scene, and it's going back and forth, ping ponging us with what they saying, different areas. They got this couple over here and that couple over there, right? So Dr. Damon and Heavenly at the house, he's looking up some old, not old, but he's in his music room. Pretty much he got a little, a bug from Dr. Scott rapping, but he's like, nah, I'm not really want to do what he did, but I just, kind of miss, doing music and whatnot. But I think a lot of us want Dr. Damon to really hone in on his wife's mouth, because again, you can defend me, defend you, but it's the things that she says that are borderline litigious or litigious, period. Next, we see Dr. Jackie. She sees Cash Doll. She's having her little girl. Well, I already know she had the girl. Ooh, Cash Doll was thick, especially in the face. Oh my God, women are just so precious when they're pregnant. And she is such a lovable character, not like, she's a farce, but I just, I like her, even when she's on different interviews or whatnot, even her rapping or when she's doing her own YouTube channel, she is just so down to earth. She, it's all about her and her kids and just trying to make it in life, making more money. And, she's doing some good things right now. I think she was just honored by Detroit or somewhere. I forget where. Anywho, back to the show. So I'm surprised Dr. Jackie didn't talk about her weight. I guess Dr. Jackie said, I'm not going to say these things on camera. And I'm sure she reminded her before the cameras rolled, or probably on the phone, or whatever the case may be, because Dr. Jackie wouldn't be Dr. Jackie if she wasn't thorough, if you know what I mean. Next, we see Quad. She will be 43 years old, and she is still, expecting something regarding Napa. She expects an apology due to Napa. Now, her and what's her name, Meredith from Salt Lake City Housewives, are both expecting an apology for what happened to them. Wow, on their trips and carrying on. I mean, really. Meredith poor thing, she's still waiting on her apology from last reunion when they was blaming her for everything up under the sun, when it was really Reality Von Teese, aka Monica, the brokey. Anyway, back to Quad. Pretty much the first step is an invite. She gave Dr. Simone. And when she went to Dr. Simone's, it was pretty cute. You know what I'm saying? I like the invite. She's having a Moulin Rouge birthday party event, and the invites are coming from these three ladies that are pretending to be airline stewardess for Air France or whatever. I don't even know if she said Air France, but just, imitating stewardess that will be taking you to France for the Moulin Rouge event, for Quad's 43rd birthday. And when she got to, what's her name? Dr. Simone, of course, had to come outside and see what's going on. And of course, she rolling in a bad Rose child. Rose must be real popular out there. Or is it just people just stunting because, that's just what they do? I guess. Look, every rich town does it. That's the rich black mecca. They do it in Beverly Hills. Everybody got some type of what do you call that? Range Rover, Land Rover, the various uh levels or brand models and things. And also the G-Wagon is real popular, both, in all of the expensive areas, even, like all the ladies, they all have the big body vehicles, it's all good. And when she got to Dr. Simone's, of course, they hugged and laughed at everything that she's doing regarding her invite, and pretty much said, we're going to talk, but for right now, we're going to have some fun. Don't worry about it. So next she goes, where'd she go to next, child? Dr. Contessa. She had sweet tea over. Next thing you know, she get a ding. But before that, of course, they were talking about Dr. Heavenly and everything, and how Dr. Heavenly's mouth is an issue. Both of them had the same problem, okay? We all know that. Dr. Contessa want her lick back. Dr. Contessa want a lick. She want to fight. Child, she want to fight, child. So anyway, ding dong, like I said, and that's Quiet and her folks. And then Dr. Contessa asked T to come with her to the door. And Dr. Contessa like, hey, pretty much the same thing as Dr. Simone without the apology conversation. And Dr. Contessa's like, oh, T is over there. Say hi to T. And Quiet said, well, we got to go. Of course, T wasn't invited. And again, why would Quiet invite someone on someone who is currently married to her man? I mean, it's not, no, they're not friends. You know what I'm saying? They're just co-workers. That's it. That's all. Who's next? Did she go to somebody else's house? Well, that's all they show, right? Now, when Dr. Contessa came back, Sweet Tea was like, girl, I don't want to go to that party. I don't want to go. Now, what's funny, this part was funny. When Quiet and them took off and they was driving, somebody either driving or on the other side of the camera said, who was that old lady with her? Was that her mama? And Quiet looked at her and was like, what? The lady with the glasses. Who was that? Who was that? Was that her? Was that the grandma watching the kids? And Quiet said, that's my ex-husband's new wife. Child, they just giggled and laughed, and then went on to the next scene, which was the ladies getting ready for Quiet's party. Quiet making final decisions on the party, doing this and doing that and whatnot. And pretty much Toya points out that Napa should be atoned for, because Toya, Dr. Simone, and they're all over at Contessa's getting ready. Dr. Contessa getting ready. And again, Toya's being serious. She was like, it was too much. We was doing way too much about Quiet. And like we all said in our reviews, every last one of us YouTubers / content creators / whatever said, every last one of us said that was just way too much. Dr. Simone mentioned then again that what I said about her family, I should not have said. I went too far, and I do owe her an apology for that. Yeah, we all said it, especially me. I was like, oh, well, I know we all saying especially me probably, but since it's my channel and I'm talking, especially me, it was so uncalled for. Like I said then, watch the review from last year. It was so uncalled for. I'm like, oh my goodness. Just to make a point. Again, bullying, trying to make it seem like I'm the HBIC, and I'm really upset that they put Dr. Simone in the middle. Hell, they should have put Quad in the middle. Hell, Sweet Tea in the middle. But Dr. Simone, of all people, I swear that she must be pulling rank in some type of what you call it, seniority. Well, I was here before. It must be, because she seemed like that type. Anyway, back to the story, child. So, like I said, Dr. Simone, Dr. Simone, Toya, all that. Dr. Contessa's trying to get ready. Dr. Contessa's trying to figure out what she's gonna wear. Toya's like, why are you wearing drawers? Oh my goodness, Toya. But yeah, so Dr. Simone acknowledges what she needs to do, which is wonderful. And let's see if she put, her mouth where her money is. Is that how they say it? Money where her mouth is. Mm, mm. What else is next, child? What else is next? Mm, mm, mm. So pretty much at the party, having a good old time. Now, after Quad is getting all of the things together, the owner tells the nosy ladies who kept asking, who which of these dudes is Quad boyfriend? That's all the ladies was asking now. All the ladies that came together, the whole crew, they was asking different men, "Are you Quad's man? Are you?" A couple of them was real obvious that they weren't. I don't know how they figured that they were. One of the dudes said, "No, I'm one of her best friends," and just laughed at him. That was pretty funny. Then the owner tells the ladies that Quad's boyfriend put the party together because they were asking, "Oh, are you the party planner?" No. I'm the owner. And who put this party together was Quad's boyfriend. They're like, "Boyfriend?" That's why they kept asking, "Are you Quad's boyfriend? You guys, child, they so nosy." Then at the same time, we see the fellas hanging out. They were not invited. Hello. They all go to somewhere and have a good. All the men, every man who belongs to one of them women, even if the woman wasn't there, all the husbands that belong to the cast members that you see right there in that thumbnail, except for Quad, he was at the party with Quad. They was there talking, and they all of a sudden they start talking about Quad, and pretty much what she need and don't need. And Greg said, "Well, I hope she finds somebody so she can be as happy as I am." And Dr. Eugene said, "Well, why does she need to find somebody to be happy? She seemed like she can do that on her own." Like he's pretty much, bigging up the point that women don't need a man to be happy. It's true. So if Eugene is coming to the defense of women as a whole, but especially Quad, that he's really taking in her apology she made last reunion about, calling them conspirators to theft. So good for Eugene. I'm pretty sure, he's a well-rounded individual, not talking about his weight, but an overall, gentleman and everything. But yeah, so then I start talking about Dr. G, and he kind of slowly moves into how the wives should really reel in, how they communicate. And of course, they know that he's talking about Dr. Damon's wife. And Dr. Damon was like, "Why are you trying to talk about my wife?" So pretty much Dr. Damon has the impression that Dr. G is sensitive because of what his wife said. But what his wife said was slanderous and libel for calling him things that I'm not going to repeat because it's litigious, and ruining or trying to ruin his relationship. Trying to ruin his what do you call that? His reputation in the medical field. And then Dr. Damon pretty much, like I said, was just letting him know that he's sensitive and he shouldn't take it so serious. These are the women jabbing at each other. But Dr. G again reminded him, "I'm not a woman. She's talking about me. She added me in it while her and my wife was going at it. Why?" He said, "Why am I in it?" And again, Dr. Damon ain't taking no shorts about it. He ain't changing his mind about it. Pretty much upholding what his wife has said. All he got to say is, "No, I didn't agree with what she said about you and those horrible things." That's all he had to say. "I don't agree with that." But he's a little hurt because Dr. G did not back him up and saying that he never cheated on his wife. Dr. G was like, "I don't know what you do." Well, he don't. But Dr. Damon's playing tit for tat, I believe. And then again, another situation. Dr. Damon said, "Well, I just don't want it to affect patients," because prior to that, you had no problem seeing patients are referred over. But after that, you have a problem. And Dr. G, I think that Dr. G lied if you ask me. Dr. G said, well, at the time I could, but unfortunately, around the same time that that occurred, I was not able to see the patients as I used to. I wonder why. He didn't give no more explanation, even though he doesn't owe any more explanation than that. Perhaps maybe he said it after the cameras went off. Maybe it's a sensitive subject that he can't really, promote on the World Wide Web television. But I think that he owes Dr. Damon a more layman's term and not a vague response as far as that, because we're talking about patient care. Dr. Damon is really concerned about the patient care aspect of, why his patients can be seen. And we're talking about psychiatric issues. And Dr. Damon has a lot of pain management. So that kind of go hand in hand, if you can understand what I'm saying. But yeah, we're going to find out more and more about that. But ain't nobody taking nobody's side in this. The guys are just pretty much letting them talk. Dr. Eugene makes a little funny comment. I'm glad y'all didn't swing because I'm in the middle and I ain't got time. But yeah, it was pretty cute. It was pretty cute. It was pretty cute. So pretty much they find out, not they, but they pretty much go on to the party. And Quad comes out after the ladies ask everybody and their mama who her man is. And Quad pretty much thanked her man for being there. And this part was tacky. Why did she tell everybody he paid for it? All she had to say was thank you for my party, baby. But to say he paid, it's just how it's the delivery. It just seemed real tacky and cheap. And I don't know, child. Maybe it's just me, but it just seemed tacky and cheap. And she cried. He said, I love you, baby. They've been together for a year. Lady was like, a year? That's how long y'all been together? Yeah, a year, child. A year. And then again, the fellas bet no drama with the ladies. They bet that there was some drama with the ladies at the same time. They was like, these ladies don't know how to act. Who knows? Then Dr. G brings up a little bit more about the drama. But again, Dr. Damon was like, I'm pretty much done with it. Dr. G pretty much, wants Dr. Damon to have his wife have some more accountability with everything. But it is what it is, child. That's pretty much it. That was all of Married to Medicine. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. And we're going to come back later with a little Equalizer. Y'all been watching that on CBS? But Queen Latifah, guess who's on tonight's episode with her? The Lady of Rage. Yeah, baby. And she raging. So I will catch y'all later. Thanks for tuning in. I'll tell you later. Bye. All day.